February is Heart Month, and one important thing everyone should know to help those in cardiac arrest is CPR. And here to talk more about this is Dr. Rachel Bond of Dignity Health. Doctor, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. Last time you were here, we were talking about, of course, the kickoff of Heart Awareness Month, and we were talking about women's health, men's health. But one thing that's so important, and that is CPR, which we're talking more and more about because of what happened on the football field and what we're starting to hear of celebrities and people dying of cardiac arrest. I mean, we had Priscilla Presley, we've had different people and stuff. And that's why CPR is so important to learn, or even to re-up your skills, because a lot has changed. And that's where we have the mannequins here. But let's talk about Dignity Health, because you guys have a program for people who can learn CPR and, of course, other ways to, of course, help people in cardiac arrest.
Yeah, so I think first and foremost what we need to understand is performing CPR, any type of CPR is better than not doing anything, right? So number one is that, but number two is getting appropriate training is key. And I'm gonna go over what that training is today, but as you said, we do have some options at Dignity Health.
Yeah, let's talk about what cardiac arrest is so people understand what is going on there with someone when they do go into cardiac arrest.
So with a cardiac arrest, it's when the heart stops, and what we are anticipating is that about 350,000 people per year actually experience, 350,000 people per year experience cardiac arrest outside of the hospital. 3/4 of those are actually at home. So that means if you know how to perform CPR, you're possibly saving the lives of your loved ones. Another thing that I think is relevant is that we see that a lot of the statistics show that women, unfortunately, are less likely to receive CPR outside of the hospital. A lot of that has to do with the rescuer's fear of possibly sexual harassment or inappropriately touching women. And we also see that the Black and Hispanic community are also less likely to receive it. But as I said, performing CPR is such an easy task, and getting training is important, but even easy steps of what I'm going to show you are also key.
And let's talk about this, because people think, well, I got to be a big person, pressure thing, but even teaching kids, because sometimes it is really just trying to kickstart that heart, and literally a kid just pressing on mom or dad can kickstart that heart back up. Am I right?
Exactly.
So, okay, let's go through some of the things here.
Absolutely. So the first thing you want to do is, if you see that somebody has had a cardiac arrest, is call for help. That's the most important thing, because then EMS can get it there immediately. The second step is you want to make sure that you're at the center of the chest, and you're basically fast and hard in the center at about a rate of 120 compressions per minute. So I can start doing that just to show you how easy it is. We want to make sure that we're doing about 2 inches deep in terms of those compressions. And I typically like to think about music that allows me to keep that rate of 120 beats per minute. So if there are people around, you may want to put your phone on and put that music, including Bee Gees' Staying Alive.
Yeah, as we hear. And do you sing it when you're doing it?
Staying alive, staying alive.
The doctor didn't want to sing. I was going to get her to sing here a little bit. Way I look. But it's just listening to the beat and going with it a little bit. Is that right?
Sing to the beat, go with it.
So I like it. Now, for people who might not know the Bee Gees, they're going, okay, that's kind of interesting. Beyonce, you said. Beyonce, you can do it to what song?
So Beyonce, Crazy in Love, one of my all-time favorites. So just again, to that beat.
Wow. And this also does help people, because I know we've heard stories where people have said, oh my goodness, I remembered the Bee Gees song, or I remembered the Beyonce song, to help me make sure I'm doing the rhythm right, which is incredible.
Exactly.
So, and then I like this, is I never thought about this, but Miley Cyrus?
Yeah, so Miley Cyrus, I'm so excited for her new album, Flowers. More recently that was released. Similarly, same beat.
Yes. And again, you're not pressing too hard or anything.
Nope.
And what's very important is that people do go do these classes, because it will help you, one, not be nervous about performing it, but also remind you on how you could do this. So
Exactly.
Okay, I want to give it a try here. And so
let's
it's pretty much, and where do you know where to place your fingers? So I want to make sure people, I'm going to put bring them up here just a little bit.
Absolutely.
So where do we?
So typically at the mid-level of the nipple area.
So right here?
And you want to put your palm on the breastbone.
Okay.
And then put your other hand over this hand.
All right.
And then again, just start pressing deep and hard, about 2 inches deep, at that beat of Flowers. So 120 compressions per minute.
Like that?
Uh-huh.
And that is.
You hear that beat?
I got it there. Yeah, I got. Make sure you have rhythm. That's the thing about it. So, I know we're kind of like having a little fun and joking with this, but the one reason is because we want people to feel comfortable and relaxed about doing this. And I think some people when they get serious about it, they get nervous, they get scared and everything, and they do things wrong. That's why they want you to relax, listen to this kind of music, so that way you're more calm. And actually, it does help also the patient a little bit if you are not so intense there, because when they do come through, they're going to want to see a calmer face and not be so worried when you have, helped them.
Absolutely, and we know that immediately performing hands-only CPR could actually increase the likelihood of survival by up to 3 times. So you will be saving a life, and knowing that family members are possibly the ones you'll be saving, let's all learn as easy as we can.
There it is. And you guys have a great program, and it's not just about CPR. They also will teach you how to, of course, use the paddles and everything. So
exactly.
You can go to the Dignity Health, of course, website. You can find out more about Dr. Bond by going to aztv.com and everything we've talked about here. So.